Hooman, we were here in the studio after the first mural. Now there's 5. Tell us what's happened in the last 5 murals.
So that was back in January 9th. Now we're in May. So as of now, we have 2 in Jerusalem. We have 1 in Nazareth, and by the grace of God, we have 2 in Netanya. We're up to 5.
Tell us about the ones in Netanya.
The Islamic regime at the beginning of the protest was basically just murdering everybody. Recently, they've started poisoning the girls. And the other thing that they do is they take a little gun full of pellets and they shoot out the eye of the female protesters. And they really target the really pretty girls. And so I was praying and I really felt God say, I want to inspire the people who are living and fighting. And so the idea was to memorialize these really strong, brave women, because this is a woman-led protest, by memorializing their pictures. And so the 2 in Netanya are 2 women who have an eye shot out, and the bird of Iran is the nightingale, and the bird of Israel is the hoopoe. And so both murals in Netanya, one has the nightingale and one has the hoopoe, because these murals are meant to unify Israel and Iran. I want to remind everyone, Iran, the Persian people, have been friends of the Jews for over 3,000 years, and they've only been enemies for less than 50. These murals reminds people of that.
Yeah, and you also had quite a visitor there at one of the murals. Tell us about that.
So the Crown Prince of Iran visited Israel. It's the first time anybody of the royal family came to visit Israel. When he was here for Holocaust remembrance. He went to Yad Vashem, he went to the Western Wall, he went to the Baha'i Gardens, but it would have been an incomplete trip without him going to one of the murals, because the murals are showing the world that the Jews, the people of Israel, are standing with the people of Iran. So he went to Netanya, he stood in front of the mural of a woman named Nilufar. She is a nurse, and she's the one who has the nightingale over her missing eye. So it was a huge moment, and he was reposting it. He was proud to be standing in front of the mural.
Tell us about the impact these murals are having and what you're hearing from people inside Iran right now.
So in the world, there's about 80 murals, and there's only 4 in the entire Middle East. Actually, 5 now. All 5 are in Israel. There's none in Afghanistan, none in Iraq, none in Syria, Saudi Arabia. The only country in the Middle East standing with the Iranian people is Israel. So it's opening the eyes, it's melting the hearts of the people of Iran. And I feel like it's inspiring them to keep going with this revolution, this woman-led revolution. Now, if you were to ask me which one's my favorite.
Okay, I will. Which one's your favorite?
I do have a favorite. These are all my babies, but it's the one in Nazareth. And I'll tell you why. I found this artist named Benzi Brofman, and he's the one who did this latest one in Netanya. And I said to him, I go, Benzi, pick any city you want in all of Israel. And he says, I have to pick Nazareth. I love my Arab brothers and sisters. And he's an Israeli Jew. And I said, okay, great. So I went door to door, wall to wall, asking everyone for a wall. There's this parking lot 200 yards away from the Church of the Annunciation, owned by 2 Arab Muslims. I said, please, please let us paint on this wall. And they said yes, miraculously. So in Nazareth, you have a wall owned by Muslims, painted by a Jew, designed by a Persian Christian. It is so beautiful.
Well, tell us how people can support you and how can they pray for you and the people of Iran.
Okay, so each one of these murals is fairly expensive, and I'm paying for it myself. So if there's anybody out there who wants to participate, to help me, to give me advice, to point me in the right direction, you can find me on social media, Hooman TV on Instagram. Pray that we get all 18 walls done. Pray that the people of Iran keep fighting. Pray that the Islamic regime is no more in Iran. And pray for a free Iran. And pray for unity between Iran and Israel.
Great prayers. Hooman, great to be with you again. And hopefully we'll continue this as we see your progress goes on.
Thank you, Chris.